I thought it was all over.
Welcome to Roll Coverage. I'm your host, Nicholas McCandless. We're going to get into a preview of tonight's game. My personal hometown Panthers against the New Orleans Saints. Now, I got a lot of Panthers buddies out there. Shout out Lucci and everybody on Twitter. I'm going to pull up some names right quick. T-Money, Harfield. Oh, speaking of BS, BS and the beer runs, they were amazing. Shout out, y'all. The Prez, everybody in the Panthers community, shout out. I'm very happy that we're, back into the season, even though it's a tight one, to be honest. Not really too happy. In fact, I'm going to get into something here in a second. But regardless, as a Panthers fan, I hope we win. Just for the fans, for the culture, for Bryce Young's development, for Frank Reich. I think he needs it. I'm not going to call for his seat at all. I think he deserves all the years on his contract period. That's just me. But getting into my criticism, I think tonight's going to be a real tough one. The over-under on passing touchdowns for Derek Carr is 1.5. I absolutely took the over. I think he's going to be able to throw at least 2 touchdowns tonight. I think our secondary, again, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I believe we're bottom 7 secondary in all of football. And when it comes to our wide receiver core, as of now, it is 12:45 p.m. Mountain Time. So let me check something real quick. Let me see if we've put out the injury report. The week 2, he's still questioned. Chark is still questionable as of right now, according to Panthers.com. Game status of Ryan Ramczyk, Jimmy Graham, Juwan Johnson, Miller, and Gray all says unspecified for game status. Taylor Moton, I believe, is out. Oh, no, he's out the whole season. So, yeah. So, really no injuries other than active players that we have that are actually really long-term injured. I like some of the pieces we added. Cullen is all right. I just don't think our running back core, you can write home about any of it. Again, the wide receiver core, in my opinion, bottom 5 as well. I think that Thielen is great as a wide receiver 3. If you're expecting him to be a wide receiver 1 or 2, you're going above your depths. So for me, that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. I really wanted to get into my thought that if we lose this game tonight, we need to call on Scott Fitterer's job. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you're overreacting, and I don't think I am. And in fact, above my face right now should be a graphic. That graphic is what I'm going to post after the game if we lose. Now, if we come out here, win a good one, just win on a field goal, I'll give him another week. But I will be calling for his job ASAP. Especially if we go 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, he needs to go. He built this team. This team is not ready to win, in my opinion. And if we do, we're getting fluky wins. I, again, as a diehard Carolina fan, am very hesitant about this season. Maybe we get 5 wins, but I don't see them on the schedule right now, especially with the health and the overall offensive firepower we've had so far. I think Bryce Young's been asked to throw the ball already too much. I think that we should be establishing the run and really working with that play action because that's how we're going to develop him. That's what worked well in college. I just don't see that happening. It's not happening on the field. It's not happening in the score box. I mean, Atlanta is 2-0. Crazy game, by the way, the whole weekend. Broncos game, just everything was just bananas. Chiefs one surprised me. The under hit, very surprising. But yeah, again, diehard Panthers fan here. I'm just very hesitant. I need us to show me something to latch on to because right now, a reporter just yesterday or the day before asked Brian Burns what would happen if he was traded, and he's like, "Oh, I would basically just deal with whatever." Let me see if I can find it real quick. Does he have any fears or thoughts on it? And he said, if that's my story, and I can't control that. That man needs to stay a Carolina Panther forever. And the fact that we are dicking him around blows my mind and is exactly why I have so little faith in us this year. And it's not going to change until we actually change something. I'm over it. I need to see something. So tonight, I'm sorry. I'm a diehard Panthers fan here. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. So I'm calling for us to lose. Again, I would love to see the win, but I just don't see it. I don't see where it is. I don't see how it happens. Yeah. If our defense comes up, great. But again, that further says that we need to pay Brian Burns. If he goes out there and has a sack, sorry. He needs to have at least a tackle, obviously. But if he goes out there and gets a sack, maybe a sack and a half or two, I mean, obviously we need to pay him $28-30 million. Whereas if we would have paid him a few years ago, last year preferably, we could have got him for 20 and paid him for like 8 years straight. But like, here you go, here's a huge contract, $20 million. You'll be fine. We'll be great. And then we could have done something better down the line. But again, Scott Fitterer is just not the GM for this team. He is old money. We need new money in there. We need somebody in there that's got a clearer vision, somebody that actually knows how to make deals happen. The fact that we let Isaiah Simmons go from the Cardinals to the Giants for a 7th round pick and we didn't get involved, he would have been great in our secondary. And now they're using him like to actually blitz. I love it. So I'm Buda Baker's going to get traded here soon. There's a lot of people that could really beef up the defensive side as well as the offensive side of the ball. I obviously think that with the Bucs' success rate now, Evans and Godwin are not really on the books per se, unless you were to add somebody that could help them as well. So I see them pretty much out for the moment for us to pick up. But come on, Panthers. I need to see something. Again, very pessimistic fan right now, but after that first shellacking, I can't. I'm not going to put the faith in it. My Panthers need to earn my faith this year. I will always believe in them, but man, it's going to be a tough one, guys. And to everybody out there, hopefully your season's going good. My fantasies are doing well. Just so you know, here at Real Coverage, we're doing 50 fantasy leagues. Last week we were like 45-5 or 44-6 or something like that. So we did really well. This week is looking kind of crazy. But yeah, we're going to get out of here. Good luck, Carolina. Good luck. And again, good luck to the Saints fan as well. Got a bet with the boys over at BS and Beer. I got the over on Carr 300 passing yards, and I think that's going to be an easy one. I think he'll probably throw like 325 tonight, but let's see.